Hi, so I recorded a bit of Toscha Seidel playing the other day, playing the very famous Intermezzo from the film Intermezzo. But I thought the reason for doing that is because I was trying to figure out exactly how he did it, and using it as an example. And I think this is a very good one. So let's have a little look at what he does. Let's have a little listen to start with, shall we? So here we are, and this is the beginning. So, I mean, obviously, to me anyway, obviously, it's the sound that is the most, that catches the ear obviously the most, the directness of the sound. But how is it that he does that? And to me, it's about the vibrato. So there's a rhythmic quality to his vibrato. If you hear it, it's very consistent, even through. And the amazing thing is, even through rubato, it's even. But if we slow it down to half speed, you can start to hear what I'm getting at. See, it's a very rhythmic vibrato. It's easier to hear on the quavers because you've got two to each quaver. But basically what he's doing is he's doing semi-quaver vibratos. So 4 to every crotchet. So first thing about his vibrato is it's very, very rhythmic. The second thing is the direction of the vibrato. You see, his rhythmic pulse hits the actual note 4 times every crotchet. It comes from below. So what we hear in our ear is yay, 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 yay. So the vibrato comes from just beneath the note, just up to the note every time. We can hear that very clearly. So at speed, this sounds really rather wonderful. You see, he's hitting that note in a very rhythmic fashion. Which gives it that amazing sound. The other thing that he does and I think he's very clever, I mean, it's great playing, but he's very clever playing as well, is the way that he shifts. And it's very consistent in the way he shifts. It's very vocal, but if we can have a look at that. Let's go back. Right, so again, if we slow that down and we just specifically listen to the shifts, how is he doing that? That's a good example. Right, so what he's doing when he shifts there is what I call the ABC of shifts. That is that you shift after you've changed bow. So, for instance, this one here, what he does is, you see, he shifts after we've changed bow. And all of them, in fact, all of the shifts pretty much are within the bow stroke. He doesn't shift before the bow stroke. Even the beginning, he slurs that in. And that's really clever because what he does is he distracts us from the shift. What he does there, because what I ear actually hears is the bottom note, and then it hears the top note. It doesn't hear. So he hits it, and then he brings it up there, and of course, as he hits, the vibrato hits straight away. Just hear that. You hear? Right there, after the bow change. Not before. Doesn't do that. Over it is. So after the bow change. And here too. ABC every time it's either the slide is either within a slur or it's after the bow change. I think for me these are the two things that make his sound so unique. It's the vibrato, and we'll talk more about vibrato in further videos, but it is this idea that vibrato is rhythmic and that it goes up to the note. Yes, it starts on the note. We can hit, obviously you start on the note, but then you vibrate to the note, not either side of it. And it is that vibrating to the note and back from the note that gives it that rhythmic impulse and that amazing sound.